Hello, and welcome once again to the Dental Marketing Mastery Series. This podcast is brought to you by dentalwebcontent.com and New Patients Incorporated. I'm Howie Horrocks, the founder of New Patients Incorporated. Along with me once again is my friend and partner and the president of New Patients Incorporated, Mark Dilatush. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome once again to another edition of our podcast. And unlike what the pre-recorded announcement you just heard said, Mark is not here. This is just me, Howie Horrocks, and I've also got a very special guest today, our senior advisor here at NPI, and his name is Lee Buzard. Lee, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Howie. How are you, sir?
Not bad, not bad. It's this is the portion of the podcast where Mark usually berates me for living in the desert, but
well, me too. I'm in Tucson, and
you're in the desert as well. So, but he's not here, so we don't have to listen to that.
Right.
He's on up to his cabin in Maine. It's a house. Lee and I were up there last year with him and had some really great bass fishing. Really good time. But we must have said something wrong. He didn't invite us back this time, Lee. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know. I point my finger at you. And you
probably. Too much Fireball.
Yeah, I saw that picture on Facebook. So,
all right. Let's talk about something that we first of all, you're an advisor, senior advisor here.
Yes.
And you're in touch with dentists all over the country. I mean, literally every day, every hour.
Absolutely.
You're talking to somebody. And so we're about halfway through this year, July. I imagine you're doing sort of a mid-year review with your guys, aren't you? Something like that?
I am. I sent out the email to all my clients and everyone who I had a contact with and said, hey, it's mid-year. Where are you? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Let's talk. Let's chat. And so that's kind of what this podcast is going to be about is those conversations with current clients and a few potential clients as well about what their goals are for the rest of this year.
Great. Do you get? I'm just going to throw this in. Do you get a sense from talking with dentists that they feel like dentistry is rebounding a bit since the years of the Great Depression?
Yeah, they are, and we actually see it in the numbers because when somebody send in a client survey, a marketing survey, and for us to build a marketing plan, one of the questions that we ask on that survey is production dollars. Where you are currently, where you were 12 months ago, and what your goals are 12 months from now. And as those numbers keep coming in, we're starting to see those numbers grow, and it's exciting. Everyone is ready for that growth for sure.
Well, that's good. So I think from my end, I'm seeing, yes, a sense of optimism about the economy and so forth, but I also get a feeling that there's a fear out there of the corporate dentistry folks taking over. Do you talk about that? Is that what you're hearing?
Well, a little bit. We've talked many times, and I know that you and Mark have talked about, the top half and the bottom half of the dental market, chasing after the different categories of patients, new patients. And when the docs are reaching out to me to talk about this corporate dentistry thing, and another office just opened up down the street from me, and they're going to steal all of my patients. What am I going to do? We have to have those conversations. What patients are they stealing? What are they truly taking away from you? The top half of the market, we know that those people, we've been doing this a long time, right, Howie? We know that with those patients in the top half of the market, nationally in the United States, which, we have clients in 5 countries, but, in the U.S., first line revenues, about $1,000, $1,000, $1,200. Bottom half of the market, what, $200? They don't show up for recall. They don't complete treatment plan. They're just not in the same position. So corporate dentistry, we see what their ad campaigns are. $59 new patient exam, prophy and bite wings, come in now. Okay. I've had conversations with docs many times. $59 new patient exam, prophy and bite wings, and you want to compete with that? What do you pay your hygienist? Well, I pay him $45 an hour. All right, let's match Fuda FICA insurance. That $69 new patient exam prophy and bite wings is costing you $10. You'd be better off firing your hygienist, stapling $5 bills to business cards and hand them out to anybody that you meet. So with corporate dentistry, are they attacking your patients? Depends on who your patient base is. Are they going to possibly take away somebody from your practice in the top half of the market? Yeah, it could happen. It sure could happen. But with their model versus a traditional privately owned dental practice, guess what? They're going to beg you to take them back. It will happen because it's a totally different model. So when docs say, hey, I'm getting a little nervous about all this corporate dentistry, my first question is, what's your target market?
Right. And that's a good way to look at it too, because, just to review a little bit, the top half of the market is composed of patients who are not looking for a deal. They're moms or women who will choose a dental or any healthcare provider based not on a price incentive, not primarily on a price incentive. The bottom half of the market is composed of women or moms who will choose a healthcare provider for their family based primarily on price. Absolutely. So if you've got price shoppers in the lower half, and it's incumbent upon you to make that decision well ahead of time, or if you haven't, do it now. Which part of the market do you want to go after? And it's clear that if you're going to try and compete with the corporate chains who are going primarily for the lower half of the market, that's a battle that's already been fought and you've lost, because you can't compete on price with those guys. No. What instead you compete on are things like, why should they choose you over the other dentists in the area? You've got to give them many good reasons to choose you. You've got to promote the benefits of modern dentistry, and that's not it's not an appeal to price and cheap exams and that sort of thing. You've got to be different, and you got to stand out, and you got to be a star.
Exactly. And if I could jump in here, a relationship with your dental practice it's an intimate relationship. We all know, Howie, you and I know that women make the healthcare decisions in every family. And if it was up to you or I to make those decisions, we would die, because you and I are one chromosome away from being an 8. And we understand that, we respect that, and the women that are in our lives, somehow, some way, they appreciate that as well. And so when you're marketing to the top half of the market and you're concerned about the bottom half, the corporate dental arena, what is mom most concerned about? She's most concerned about her family. How are you going to take care of them? The relationship that she has with that dental practice. It's just like the relationships that she has with her personal physicians, for her stuff. She wants that same relationship. In corporate dentistry, I'm sorry, but she's not going to get it, because those docs that are at those corporate dental practices, they're not there 3 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years down the road. I mean, the door turns in those corporate practices, and we all know it. It's just their model, and that's fine for them. But it's a relationship building. So when we're marketing on behalf of our clients to mom, who makes the healthcare decisions, because Howie and I can't do that. We don't have that gene. We're marketing to them based on the products, based on the services, based on the relationship. Number one page on a website that's looked at is the doctor's bio. They want to make sure that the doc doesn't have a hump on their back and going up the bell tower to ring it every day. It's a relationship building process.
Okay. Well, with that image, we're going to take a break right there for a little commercial announcement.
All right.
And you stay right there, folks. We'll be right back.
Hi, Mark Dilatush here. I want to talk to you about NPI Concierge. This is the next big thing in dentistry. Today, about 2,000 dentists have it installed, and in 5 years, 50,000 dentists are going to have it installed. The dentists who start early will be the dentists who benefit the most. Concierge is real-time online scheduling integration between your practice's website and your practice management software. You have total control over what new and existing patients can and cannot schedule. If you'd like to see it for yourself, it takes about 20 minutes. Perhaps we can do it over a lunchtime. Send an email to demo@newpatientsinc.com. Don't be the last dentist in your market to do this. Be the first.
Okay, we are back. I've got Lee with me, Lee Buzard, our senior advisor. We're just talking about the corporate dentistry versus your practice and how you can do battle that way. I'm thinking since it's mid-year, you do these sort of looking back reviews with all your clients. What do you talk to them about in terms of investing in marketing and that sort of thing?
Absolutely. So most every dentist has had their mid-year review with their CPA, and if you haven't, pick up the phone and do that. Find out where you are, and when I send out my mid-year letters and I get all the responses, and a lot of the docs, automatically call me every, July anyways, standing appointments, we talk about what are we doing with the practice? How are we reinvesting in the practice? And so many times the docs go, oh man, I got this new autoclave. I got this new intraoral camera. I got this new bell, this new whistle. I just repainted my reception room. You see these new reception chairs. I just put new, my wife whoever just put in new light fixtures, just all this stuff in the office, which is important, it's part of your presentation to who? Mom. And so that's really important. But I always remind them, it's like, okay, so, we invest in our practices with equipment and technology and continuing education courses, but we need to also consider marketing as well, because it's a huge part of all of this. We reinvest in that. And so, with the equipment stuff, there's the tax, I think it's the 941 tax code. I can't remember. I'm not a CPA. I don't play one on TV, but there's the benefits of that. And so I encourage the docs, reinvest into your practice to help it grow. Spend the money on your practice instead of writing it to somebody else on April 15th. Put that money into your own pocket, into your own investment of your practice, just to help it grow and grow and grow.
Yeah, good point. And one of the things that, that sort of goes along with what we were just talking about. How are you going to stand out, be different from the other dentists in your area, whether they be corporate dentists or not?
Because if we're sending out a, let's say, a trifold mail campaign for one of our clients, or even an 8-page magazine, holy cow, is that going to be a different message popping into that mailbox than the corporate dentistry flat postcard deals offers come in now? Everything's got to go Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It's going to be a different message. It's going to drive patients to your practice. You have to get up on your soapbox and tell your story.
Yeah, exactly. And that's and that takes marketing funds, and that's where you might be able to benefit at the year end with the funneling your tax, whatever you get left over, put it toward marketing. But standing out is the key. That you're not going to get chosen as a dentist for two reasons. Number one, if you're not perceived as being different from or even better than the other guys and gals, you're also not going to get chosen unless you have good reviews that on Google or Facebook or wherever your patients are venting about. That has to be primary, a very primary concern, and that just tells you that gives you another way to be different and stand out. Because if you are different and you are a good dentist who gives good caring service, then people are going to talk about you.
Absolutely. And when you get those reviews from Mom and says that you took great care of their family, and that you put up with their husband, and all of that stuff, I mean, it says volumes. It says volumes to people searching for a new dental home. I mean, July is a great time to really take a hard look at this, because it's everybody's getting ready to go back to school. Mom's sending Billy to kindergarten or back to to college, and it's such a great time to reach out and touch your community and let them know your story and let them know what makes you truly different and what services and products you provide and why you are the best in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Very good. Well, I think we've covered that today, Lee, unless you have something else you want to go over.
Well, I would just like to offer any of the listeners, if they want to, have a mid-year review with me, they're welcome to send me an email at lee@newpatientsinc.com. That's Lee, Lee, @newpatientsinc.com. Or if they just want to pick up the phone, my direct number is 702-799-9016. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. Obviously, there's never any obligation. We're just happy to visit with you and see if there's something we can help.
Yeah, that's good. That's one way we're different. We don't obligate you or hound you.
No, we don't. I can't count how many new clients that I've brought on board personally, and I build a marketing plan for them, and I had a conversation, a couple days later, and then I tell them, it's like, Doc, I presented my marketing plan. It's like your treatment plan. I'm rolling the chair back. What do you think? And they say, I need a couple days to think about it. And it's like, I'll give you a week, and then I'll send you an email. And then I'll send them an email, and then the phone lights up. It's like, I can't believe this. It's like, what? You didn't hassle me every 48 hours like these other companies that I reached out. Where do I sign? And it's like, okay, great. So
yeah.
I mean, we're doing what Mom's trying to do. She's trying to build relationships with the right dental practice. We're trying to do the same with our clients. Build that right.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Well, thank you for being here today, Lee, and to our audience, thank you for tuning in again, and we will see you again soon. Bye now. We hope you've enjoyed our podcast today. You can find more podcasts on our YouTube channel, on Stitcher, and iTunes. Also on our websites, dentalwebcontent.com and newpatientsinc.com.